Dear Nalom, now that we both agree that our 20s are home to ruin, our bodies have become liberation grounds for redemption. The late night calls, the salt-laced shots, the outrageous 20-city taxi fare for a short journey after 1 a.m., the tipsy laughter, the pitiful ritual of guilt-tripping old lovers by disappearing, whole month parts drilled into our black holes in search of missing orgasms. We've both been pretending that we've seen the light at the end of the tunnel. But we were so eager to claim this adulthood title, we forgot we hadn't grown up. Truth be told, if I could have the cockiness with which naivety knew your body's address in your adolescence and rented space there, I would snatch it. The freedom that comes with not knowing enough about the cruelty of the world to remember to be ashamed of your body. The short length of time it takes to get ready before stepping out because you're not pinching or poking or burrowing like your skin is target practice for greenhorns. An old lover once told me that he was sitting on an undiscovered gold mine because he was dating a flat-chested girl who he hoped would become voluptuous in future. And my face lit up because I saw myself as an undiscovered gold mine. You can blame everything on youthfulness if you're drunk enough. His illegal touch, food spiced with low self-esteem, a body that does not know how to forgive itself. Nalom, my high school dormitory was built on an old cemetery. The way I see it, either we are feeding off the dead, or dead things were laid to rest here so we can live each day new. The Old Testament God promised joy in the morning, but there's no way of telling time in dark tunnels. So any day is a good day for redemption. Any day is a good day for redemption.
Wow. Okay. Yes, I want to clap, but I'm holding this thing.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes. Ace. Wow.
Okay.
No. I have my new Instagram caption. I am an undiscovered gold mine. Nobody chat to me. I'm on new levels now.
Hey, guys. Okay, first of all, guys, welcome back to the AM Club. We're coming to you live from our Silicon Square studios here in East Legon. And it's now time for the plug. And what you just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen, this lady needs no introduction yet. She deserves every accolade we can give her. Please help me welcome Poetra Asantewa. My goodness. Woo! Can I get a drum roll? Can I hear the noise? And the crowd goes, guy.
Well done. That's amazing. Like,
wow.
I'm still like,
That is so surreal.
There was too many gems in that. I wanted to just click and interrupt.
I mean, everywhere was silent. Like, we were all listening. Poetra, okay, calm down, Nambo. Let's talk about you.
Okay.
Let's start talking about you. First of all, what do you call that?
So that poem is titled Dear Nalom.
Dear
Nalom.
Nalom. Dear Nalom.
What inspired that?
So you know when we were, I don't know if people still do this, but you write a letter to your former self. Like it was very popular to kind of write a letter to your teenage self. And so Nalom is kind of like a nickname that my friends gave me. So it was just a letter to my younger self. So yeah, that's what came from that. Just kind of reflection, looking back.
Before we even go into your new EP, which we want to talk about extensively, for those who may not know who Poetra Asantewa is, I followed you for years. Tell us just a little bit about yourself and your journey, how it started for you. Back in high school, we were told that literature has, what, three? I don't know if I remember, literature has three forms. There's drama, there's prose, there's poetry, spoken word. So tell us about your journey and how it started for you.
Okay, so I am a poet and a writer and a singer. I have been writing all my life, but I've been performing for the last 11 years. And for me, it really started off as just discovering a space that was like an open mic in East Legon, Halakasa, like years and years ago. And it just was a space for me to, because I had been writing a lot, but I hadn't been, I had started sharing it on Facebook Notes, if anybody remembers that.
Facebook
But
Notes. Oh, yes.
a very long time
Yes.
ago, but I had never shared it in front of an audience. So that place was an opportunity for me to share my poetry. Most of the people in the audience were poets themselves. And it was such good feedback that I kept going. I kept going. And next thing I know, I was performing in front of several audiences. And really, that's what started my journey. I never really saw it as, in the beginning for me, it was just an outlet. But it has become such a huge part of my life now, just by being consistent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have influences?
There are several influences. People who write, I'm very inspired by writers. I think we're all writers in some sense. I think writing is one of the ways in which you can communicate so clearly and so deeply. And so I'm very inspired by writers like Amata Edu, who has really broken the ceiling and continues to do by merely breathing. My peers, the people who continue to work in the industry, in spite of there not being structures. So like Ria Boas, even the young ones who are starting really, really inspire me. So I have a long list of people who inspire me.
This is interesting, and you do this professionally.
I do.
Okay. First of all, can I call Asantewa?
Yes, you can.
Asantewa, I mean, who, quote and unquote, in their right mind to say, I want to do spoken word as a profession, you know, take it fully, and you've been doing it all these years, 11 years, you say? What has kept you going?
I would say that because I see spoken word or poetry as a part of my life, it has become more of my livelihood than just a profession. And when I started poetry, I remember this so clearly, most of the stuff I was writing was very personal. But the more I performed and the more I got feedback from the audience, sometimes I'll finish performing and somebody will come up crying, that felt like you were talking about me, or I related so hard. It became important for me to include my community. And so gradually my work became not just about me, but like what's happening in my space, whether it's politically, whether it's with the youth, whether it's queer people, whatever, involves in my work. And that has, in a way, shaped my career. Like just thinking about myself and my community, it has kept me going. And also, there aren't a lot of poets in our industry. There aren't a lot of, even if we can call it an industry, there aren't a lot of poets. And so just knowing that I'm one of the people who has consistently done this also inspires me to keep doing it, because in its representation, the more that I continue to do it, the more people will join. Because I know when I started, seeing other women, even though there were very few, really, really inspired me.
Yeah. I was like thinking, even like you just said, there aren't that many poets, and we don't even know if it is really properly an industry. So how do you even survive knowing that there aren't that many, or if you wanted to put on an event, it will be very difficult, I'm guessing, to raise awareness. Of course, you guys have your niche and your people that do know about you, but how do you survive in an industry where it's not that popular?
Yeah. So I have had incredible success. But I've also been very hardworking and open to collaborations. That's one of the things that has kept me going, just being open to collaborations, not just in my genre, not just in poetry, but like moving outside. If I have to collaborate with rappers, I will. If I have to collaborate with singers, I will. So that has been one of the things that has, I guess, kept me in the game, I would say, because I've been open to collaborations and because I've just refused to give up.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, and I like that you said that, because I know that you're one of the front runners of Black Girls Glow. God, let me be careful. Black Girls Glow.
Don't worry, it happens all the time.
You know, and that's, like you said, outside your genre, you're combining singers and bringing together young women to do these amazing stuff. So question for me is, how challenging is it for you doing this?
Black Girls Glow, you mean? Or
everything you do.
Oh, it is challenging. Like when people ask me how do you balance, I tell them balance is a myth. It really is. There's no such thing. I'm not balancing. I'm juggling widely, and I am grateful for deadlines, which helps me to keep me focused. But everything that I do, what I always keep in mind is, if I had this when I was beginning, how would it have affected my career? Because I'm constantly thinking, if I had a space, like Black Girls Glow, if I had a space to have a residency for a week unadulterated and just collaborate with other women, how will that help my individual career? How will that boost my community? And so, like, all of the things that I do it in hopes that I'm creating a future that I want to see. Yeah.
Wow. All the questions I have are kind of personal for me. First of all, let me just say how well she speaks. She speaks so, you speak so well.
I was really thinking, like, did you go to London or what? Just so eloquent. I need to change.
So well. Are you an introvert? You look like you're an introvert. She looks like the type who just, you know what, I'm going away for like 2 months. I'll see you guys later. She comes back and I have this amazing stuff for you. But let's talk about your new project, your EP. What is it called?
So it's called Stripped, and really it is new.
Interesting titles.
It's only called Stripped because they're old songs, but they are acoustic renditions of old songs. I realized that a lot of people don't know that I sing. A lot of people don't know that I even can rap. And so I wanted to kind of have a body of work that is just me singing. So like 95% of that EP is me doing stripped down versions. So it's mostly vocals and either piano or guitar in the background.
Wow.
So there are old songs that are either on my album or my older EP that I have mashed up together.
I mean, we just saw what you're capable of and what you do, and we've known you all these years. But if we want to listen to Stripped,
so on all platforms, just search for Poetra Asantewa. Every platform they are on: Spotify, Apple Music, Boomplay. I'm on all platforms.
Amazing. And if I want to follow you
On Insta, yeah. So
for this guy who wants to follow you and sending a message right now,
It's Poetra_Asantewa, and my Asantewa is with 1 A at the end. I know that Asantewa Worldwide is double A, but mine is 1 A at the end. So
be different.
Poetra_Asantewa on all platforms.
Ooh,
We love
Poetra.
that.
That was brief, but that was very intense for me. Amazing. And congratulations on your new EP, and may God bless all the things you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But guys, okay, catching my breath. Thank you all for being part of the show today. We had an exciting run. First of all, we'd like to say a big thank you to our boy Keboy, who comes through all the time, our Jamaican man with MX Breaks. And I'd like to also say a big thank you to Juliet Asantewa Asante, who is CEO of the National Film Authority and chair of the National Film and Television Institute, for coming through. We discussed rebranding the Ghana film industry, and tonight at 6 p.m. we're unveiling the new name for the Ghana film industry. For Fashion Wednesday, Miss Drew and her girl Lale Latte.
Yes, indeed.
You guys talked about the rhythms on the runway?
It was fantastic. Talking about all the outfits. Now I have an idea. Lale's told us this Christmas we need to be colourful. So guys, bring your colour out. Put all your dark clothes away. It's time to be colourful. I mean, I've had so much fun on the AM Club today. My name is Miss Drew.
Before you go, please, before you go. So all this thing that you guys were doing, someone sent a message and says, yeah, I used to wear Babe Star. Poetra, do you know Babe Star?
See,
oh my
just
goodness,
stop
what is happening to
just
everyone?
Just leave it alone.
So someone sends a message on our WhatsApp and sends the sneakers. Do you remember these sneakers? Do you remember this? I wish I could show you to our viewers.
Do you know what?
Do you remember this?
It looks familiar.
Look, guys, do you remember these sneakers? Where's my camera? Do you remember these sneakers?
Babe Star.
Can we see?
Looks like Baby Sham.
Wow.
Please, please.
Can you see it?
It's okay.
Yeah, this is it. So we used to, anyways, I'm still holding on to this.
Still holding on to
so
it,
she says, I used to wear Babe Star way back in JHS and senior high school. It was a sneaker on top of sneakers way back then. Yes, indeed. Charlie, we have grown. Anyways, and also thank you to Poetra Asantewa for coming to remember her EP is out. It's called Stripped. Check it out on all streaming platforms. And she's Poetra_Asantewa with 1 A on all social media platforms. Miss Drew now.
Yes, my name is Miss Drew, your hostess for the mostest. Follow me on Instagram, MZDRU_, and also on YouTube, where we just deliver fantastic content weekly. We cannot leave without you giving us your vocals again.
Let me
Please.
say my name, but it's okay.
Go ahead.
My name is Godwin Nambo at Godwin Nambo on all social media platforms. If you missed any part of the show, please go to YouTube and check it out at MX24GH. But we'll leave you in the hands of the one and only Poetra Asantewa.
Hey, Faith, where are you when I need you? Hey, Faith, where are you when I need you? Hey, Faith, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Hey, faith, where are you when I need you? Does the presence of fear equals the absence of faith? Because I swear, Father, I'm not exactly doubting your power. It's just hard to see you seemingly approach and boulder and not flinch. Again and again you've proved that your love will see me through it all. Does the presence of fear equals the absence of faith? Because I swear, Father, I'm not exactly doubting your power. It's just hard to see you seemingly approach and boulder and not flinch. Again and again you've proved that your love will pull me through it all. Hey, faith, here are you when I need you. Hey, faith, here are you when I need you. Hey, faith, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Hey, faith, where are you when I need you?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.